Hi YouTube, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today, Super Bowl Sunday, I'm making some ceviche salad. We have not had this in a while, so I thought, oh, that's such a nice treat. Let's have some ceviche. So, and it's light, and I'm gonna make something that's not so light too, or figure friendly, but for right now, we're gonna start with this. And I need I'm gonna peel a cucumber down. Actually, I really like the English cucumbers, but they didn't have any that weren't an arm and a leg, and Costco was out of them. So here we are. I am doing it the old-fashioned way with a regular cucumber, and that's okay. And what I like to do, because they tend to, some people, they make them burnt. Some people, don't like them. That's why the English ones are so nice, and they're pretty. But I take and run a fork right down the edge of that. It pulls out all that stuff that makes you get heartburn, and just really makes a way better tasting cucumber. So that's how I do that. Now that I've made a mess of my mat, then I'm going to cut this in half that way and in half this way. And I'm going to scoop out some of those seeds because I don't want those in there either. So scoop those out. I don't mind them, actually. I really enjoy cucumbers, period. So doesn't matter what kind. But since I'm not the only one eating, that's what we're going to do. Just take a spoon and run it right down the center. Takes all those seeds out, which also might be a little on the offensive side to some people. And then I just mix matchsticks here. Big, heavy matchsticks. I may not need this whole cucumber, but you never know. So I might as well chop it up while I'm here, right? And so I was thinking about all the things I could make today that would not go to waste. And trust me, if we don't eat this, I'll just take it to work, and we'll eat it at work. So I'm chopping up the cucumber. I've got a jalapeno here. I've washed up some tomatoes, cilantro, and green onion. And we're gonna put it all in here. It's going into that delicious ceviche salad, which I'm gonna use some beautiful 21 to 40 count. I think it's 21 to 40 count shrimp. They're nice, big, butterfly. I have to peel them, that they've been deveined. I'll show you one. Anyway, so these are nice, big shrimp. They're going to be delicious. And I'll keep you along for that ride. So now, oh, and I've got some celery here. I've got 2 ribs of celery. And I'll just cut it right down the center. So I can, again, that one kind of got off center. So we'll get that another cut. And we'll just chop it up kind of the same size pieces as the cucumber. You want this nice and easy to eat on a chip or a tostada or however you're going to serve it. We're going to have it with some black bean and garlic chips, so I don't need to get huge pieces in here or we won't be able to get it on the chip, right? And I think I'm going to get my bowl. To get this tossing. Make sure you can, yeah, you can see it. Nice. I like these little mats. These are nice cutting mats. Give it a quick rinse. And I'll grab it. Another one. And I like having the different cutting boards, but these mats are really handy to have on hand. And, you know, and then being that they're white, a white cutting board shows up for you guys better too. And so these scallions or green onions, I'm going to cut the ends off, but I'm using the white and the green. I love both of them. And I'm just going to cut these on kind of a pretty little diagonal. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of like you would for Asian food. It just adds a little different shape and texture. And we eat with our eyes. So, you know, it's nice to have a little interest and change in what's going on in a salad. So, then you get down here to this part and it's hard to get. So we're gonna put that in there. It already looks delicious. Okay, I could eat that right there. I've got some cilantro, but I think I'm gonna do my jalapenos first. These are big jalapenos. Holy cow. So I cut the end off. I've washed these up. I've got the jalapeno core here. You need to stick that in and give her a twist. And it does such a nice job. You go all the way down, it gets the rib, it gets everything out of that jalapeno that's hot and too hot for you. This one kind of has a curve to it, so I'm not sure what's going on here because it doesn't want to come out. May have to get angry. I'm kidding. And so we'll get this all scraped down. There you go. Get most of the seeds out. I love the flavor of jalapenos. I don't mind the heat at all. But I do mind it if it gets on my hands and then I get it on my skin or in my eye. So I am going to put a glove on. Just to be on the safe side. I'm not a fan of having that burn me. And I've had it happen. So either I'm really ultra sensitive to the capsaicin or the pepper oils. I don't know. But I've gotten it in my eye and it is not fun. And that was after I'd washed my hands, and so I don't know. Could have been really hot peppers too. Okay, so I got a glove on, kind of. Sometimes they just go on so nice and easy. So this I want nice thin pieces. We're gonna do this into a really fine dice. Now, you could put this in a little food processor, but I don't see a need to dirty a cutting mat, a food processor, all that. If I was doing a bunch of fine choppy things, that'd be different. I might do it all like that, but I'm not. And then you just stack her up and go this way. So I hope everybody's ready for the big game. It's nice to have a day off. And the stores were packed. I had to go pick up prescriptions and I had to go to Walmart and to Costco and our local supermarket. And oh my goodness, every one of them was busy, busy, busy. So we just give that a nice fine dice. Okay, and now that can go in there. I think that big one's plenty. If those were small, I'd do two. But they're kind of big. That's a big jalapeno. We might do some roasted jalapenos too, so since those are so big. All right, so now I'm gonna dice up these tomatoes. I'm gonna get the cilantro chopped up, and I'm gonna bring you back when I'm a little further along and started on peeling those shrimp up. Ooh, it's gonna be delicious. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back and I've got everything chopped up here in the bowl. I've got my shrimp out. I'm gonna get ready to peel those up. And right here I have a few cloves. I think there was 4 or 5 cloves of fresh garlic that I've chopped up here really pretty fine. You could put that through a garlic press if you wanted to. I don't mind. I love garlic. So anyway, get that down, rinse my hands. And now, the other ingredients. For spices, I need a teaspoon of kosher salt. That's gonna draw out all the juices from the vegetables, as well as to help tighten up the shrimp a little bit. I'm gonna put about a half of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and we're gonna taste that. We might add more, but we'll start with that. I don't think we'll regret that one bit. We'll do a couple shakes of some red chili flakes because we like it spicy. And then I've also got some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just gonna, you know, put a couple good rounds around the bowl, maybe 2 tablespoons. And I've got a couple lemons and a couple limes here. We'll see, these I've rolled out and they feel really juicy, so we'll see how that works. Let's give her a whirl. Maybe I will wipe this off really quick, and then I can put my bowl right there for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. And see how pretty this is coming along. I mean, who could ask for a prettier salad already? Right? And we're gonna, let's start to toss that a little bit so we don't have too much tossing later. Ooh, it's beautiful without the shrimp. Oh my gosh. We want, I do want some fresh cracked black pepper down there also. You know, I like it in my salsa. I'll do a teaspoon of that down over this as well. There we go. Now we got that started. This is going to be so good. And I've got a really fun presentation for this. Can't wait to show you. So, right now I'm going to take my lemon, I'm going to cut it in half. I've rolled it on the cutting board just to get those pockets of everything. Oh, it makes my mouth water. Just, okay, there's a seed. Try not to get seeds in there, but it's okay. If we do, we do, right? That's a really juicy lemon. And I guess, since I really don't want seeds down in there, I'll put this here and I'll squeeze the next part over it. Because I see a lot, yeah, there's 2 seeds right there. Need a lot of lemon and lime juice. This acid will actually acts like it's cooking the shrimp. If you've never had ceviche salad, oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so worth the little bit of effort that it takes. And it's bright. It just tastes amazing. I also am going to add, I'm just going to run that through that column or that sieve. Some that was about a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. No, you don't have to put that in there. You could do all citrus, but as you can see now, stuff starts breaking down. The tomatoes are starting to break down. It's making my mouth water. I should probably give it a taste here just to see where we're at. Just on the, yeah, we'll give it a, give me an onion and a tomato. I don't know. Yum. Okay. It is going to need some more lemon and lime juice though, because you really want the seafood to get submerged in it. And I've got some bottled lemon juice also that I can use. It's really good. And then we're going to get peeling our shrimp. Okay. Get this line down there. And okay. And I think I'll bring you back when I've got almost all the shrimp peeled, and I'll just show you the last few. How's that sound? Then you don't have to sit through all this gibberish. Okay, delicious. Get these put away and I'll be back. All right, so now I actually didn't bring you back when I should have, but I think we all know how to peel shrimp. So I've got some of these beautiful shrimp in here already. And then I reserved out about a third of them to chop up because those are big shrimp. The visual shows us that this is a shrimp ceviche, or I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. I think everybody has a different way of pronouncing it. And so I am going to put these pieces of shrimp in here, chopped up, and then if it doesn't look like there's enough, I'll get some more out because I bought 4 pounds of this beautiful shrimp. It was on sale for, and these are delicious. We've had this numerous times, and they just, when they go on sale, it's like, oh, I gotta buy a bunch. So I put that in there, and that will actually take less time to come together then, but you can already see how they're starting to turn. That's gonna turn, and they're gonna turn pink, just like they do when you cook them. And so what I like to do is make sure that all the shrimp meat is pushed down in there as good as I can, especially the big pieces, down under. And we're just gonna put some plastic wrap down on here and make sure everything's meeting up with some of that acidic juice. And we can let that marinate. It'll take an hour or two, but I'm okay with that. It's worth waiting for, right? Let's get a close-up of that right now. Want to? See, give you a look-see of what that looks like. How beautiful is that? It's really nice. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up. I will bring you back over here. Maybe bring you back in. And we'll put our saran on here. I can't wait. So you don't want it over the top of the bowl. You kind of want to come down in here. Oh, one man down. I'll put him in there. So loosen it up so you can get the saran really right on top. That helps the marinade stay connected to the shrimp. And you could put crab in here. That would be delicious. I do have some lump crab, but I think this will be good. I don't think it's going to need anything else. If it does, I'll put more shrimp in, but I think we're going to be good. It's a beautiful salad. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it go ahead and do its thing for a couple hours, and I'll bring you back when it's all done. Okay, so here's the end results, you guys, and it is delicious. I'd show you the big bowl, but it's just about gone. We have not been able to stay out of this. This is like the best fresh salsa kind of thing you could ever ask for. So I'm just going to put a little bit here on these holiday chips that I got. Beautiful. And I'm going to take a nice big bite for you guys. And it's got some shrimp, some cucumber, tomato. Oh, It's tangy, it's spicy, it's absolutely delicious. So next time you guys are hankering for something different to munch on, try some ceviche. This is my version. Nobody has to do it my way, but boy, it sure is good. I hope this inspires you guys to step outside the box. Make something new and different. Make something that's an old family favorite. It really doesn't matter. Just cook at home and, make your family happy. So I hope this inspires you. I hope you stay tuned to my new videos that are coming up. And if you like what you see, I hope you give me a thumbs up, rate and subscribe. And what do you know? Post this on your Facebook page. People love new recipes, and this one is delicious. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I'll see you next time. God bless.